The first thing that we like to touch on when we talk about some of the challenges that come with mobile releases are the fundamental differences that exist between the mobile platform compared to other sort of software that's released, like web and server and backend types of deploys. I personally, when I was an iOS engineer, and we still see this a lot, get questions from my friends in front end or back end or platform, and they're always like, what's going on over on mobile? Like, why is it so hard to release over there? Why do things take so long? Why are things not just like you cut a tag off main and then you build that and then you deploy it and you do that multiple times a day, no big deal, non-event. And if something goes wrong, you just roll it back. And so I've answered that question a lot with folks that aren't that familiar with the way that binary releases work. And if you, as you guys, I'm sure, have built and released mobile apps, it's easy to laugh at that and be like, well, actually, it's pretty different over on the mobile side of things. We're packaging these binaries up and we're putting them on an app store, and then users choose to install our apps on their devices. And once they've installed an app on their device, there's no guarantee that they're ever going to update that app again. And you can end up with a very long tail of versions out in the wild on different devices, on different OSs. And on top of that, we have to deal with the fact that there's this middleman, this third party that is actually in charge of delivering the software to our users. And of course, I'm talking about Apple and Google. And unfortunately, we have to abide by some of the rules that they put into place that make it possible for us to put updates out there for our users. And we have to prepare this binary. It has to often get packaged together with some additional metadata, things like release notes, screenshots, app details, product pages, all that kind of thing. And then we have to send it out for review and then hope for the best. And in best case of scenarios, your update is approved in a couple hours, and then your users are free to download that whenever they choose. Worst case scenario could take a couple days. And so out of the gate, that just raises the bar on quality for mobile quite a bit, because there's this inability to roll back. And then there's also just this additional overhead that goes into releasing any kind of update. And so even a small mistake can be way more costly on mobile than it would be on web and backend.